Today we'll be talking about Dora. Dora is a high-mobility 3-level scorer. That alone is great. But add in the fact she's also a very strong defender, and you begin to see how dangerous a Dora player could be. She's also capable of playmaking. Dora costs 4,999 gems to unlock, so she's free-to-play friendly. To understand why the above statements are purely fact, stay tuned. As always, we'll kick things off with the stats. The stats you want to focus on with Dora are speed, mid-shot, and 3-point. This isn't the only way to build Dora, but is undeniably the best and most meta way. In terms of base stats, Dora has 57 3-point, 71 mid-shot, 65 pass, and 75 speed. Check the text box to your right to see her stats after you max out your cells and masteries. As always, huge shout out to Malorius for creating these charts, which strengthens my knowledge and in turn strengthens yours. As you probably guessed from her low base 3-point, you will need to add more 3-point than anything else. Check the text box to the right to see which gear stats, assists, talents, and affix I recommend to get the most out of your Dora. Now that we've discussed stats, let's talk about what truly makes a character, her abilities. In this series, we'll be discussing their level 3s first and their level 4s last. First ability we'll be looking at is pinpoint pass. With this ability, it becomes impossible for Dora to overthrow the ball. Being capable of passing to whoever, whenever, makes her fit into a lot of strategies and team comps. If two defenders commit to guarding Dora, she can always pass to the open man. This ability also grants the ball receiver 5% extra accuracy. Next ability is off-ball acceleration. This ability will allow you to sprint when you don't have the ball. You can do this on both offense and defense. On defense, this ability is very useful for helping you catch up to your defender, and when the ball is loose, this sprint will help you get more FLR. With a full stamina meter, the maximum sprint duration will be 3.5 seconds. Now for her first level 4, Flash Dribble. This ability will allow you to immediately perform a dribble move when you catch the ball. A very useful tool for creating space and getting ankle breakers. I feel it's important to mention, you shouldn't always go for ankle breakers with Flash Dribble, as ankle breakers are usually expected. Focus on going in the opposite direction of your defenders to create space, so you have a higher chance to get wide open shots. This ability also grants 8% extra accuracy for 3 seconds after use, and has a chance to not drop the ball when your dribble is stopped. Now for Dora's bread and butter, the pull-up fadeaway. This ability will allow you to do a fadeaway during dribble moves, including your flash dribble. Keep in mind you can also do a pump fake with this ability, so be sure to use them. Pull-up fadeaway also has other bonuses, such as boosting your shot height, giving you an extra 12% hit rate, and 7% disturbance resistance. You don't want to only do pull-up fakes. You want a healthy balance between fakes and shots, so you can keep the defender guessing, which can get them in the air more often when you pump fake. In the past, we didn't discuss staples and breakdowns, but now we'll talk about the notable ones. You can skip this portion if you'd like, but there is important information here too. The first notable staple is Flash Shot. As a high mobility off-ball threat, Flash Shot is a very powerful tool for Dora. When she creates a good amount of space, Flash Shot can help secure wide open shots. The second notable staple is Fadeaway Mid-Shot. This ability grants 7% disturbance resistance and is a strong tool for shooting after tricking defenders with a fake. Now that we've discussed her abilities, let's talk about how to play Dora. There are a number of ways to play Dora, as our kit is extremely versatile, but the method we'll be speaking on today is what we typically see. As you would with every other small forward, you want to use a lot of pump fakes with Dora. Your goal is to get your defenders in the air and utilize your mobility to create space for wide open shots. There are several ways to get your defender in the air with Dora, and I'll list a few. Method 1 is Flash Shot Pump Fake. Flash Shot Pump Fakes are very deceptive because Flash Shot reduces the amount of time they have to block a shot. A lot of defenders will fall for Flash Fakes often, and once they're in the air, you simply do a fadeaway mid-shot to avoid the big and reduce disturbance from the defender in the air. Be sure to note, you don't want to only use flash fakes. You want to find a healthy balance between finishing the shot and pump faking it. This will make the defender start guessing, which makes it easier to get them in the air when you do flash fake. The second method is pull-up pump fakes. Dora's pull-up pump fake is very strong. As I previously mentioned, it grants 12% extra hit rate and 7% disturbance resistance. In the mid-range area, players aren't very willing to let you shoot these even when contested. It's difficult to block, and blocking it takes a full commitment. The difficulty of blocking this shot makes its pump fake very powerful, and if it isn't blocked, Dora will not miss the mid-range shot. Use this to your advantage. Bait the defender with a dribble, then instead of shooting it when they expect you to, do a pump fake instead. This will make the defender attempt to block in most cases, and at that point you pass the ball, use your off-ball acceleration to create space, then use Flash Shot if you're open when you get the ball back, or Flash Dribble if you need a little more space for an open shot. It's also not a bad idea to do fadeaway mid-shots after creating enough space to not get blocked. Let's talk about when you should pass as Dora. After tricking your defender with a pump fake and doing a pass and dash, Dora can sometimes draw a second defender. The help defender's goal is to stop you from getting 3 points, so when the help defender comes, pass to the open man. Or if your big and point guard are doing a screen, pass to your point guard so they can take advantage of the 2v1 on the perimeter. This will make help defenders less inclined to help on defense because they know you'll pass the ball and get points anyway, which will create more open shot opportunities for you. That should wrap up the Dora breakdown. Just make sure you keep in mind, Dora is both an offensive threat and a strong defender. Save your sprint for when you need it and you'll never run out. You also want to make sure you aren't handling the ball too long. You want a fast-paced offense. Make your decisions quickly so you can control the defense by confusing them to create opportunities for open shots. You want a point guard who is willing to pass to you frequently and give them as little time as possible to think. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, man.